What's up, y'all? Zumbi,
Amp Live.
we are Zion Crew. Shout out to HipHopCanada.com. We love y'all, man. We love you.
Love Canada.
Hey, what's up? It's Amalia, Judith
And Kassandra Guagliardi.
for HipHopCanada, and today we're going to be talking to Zumbi and Amp live from Zion at Fortune Sound Club in beautiful East Vancouver. So, enjoy. It strikes me that, of course, you guys have always been known for being very positive. And how does language translate into action? Because a lot of people can say a lot of things. And what's the process it takes from your words being put out there to it actually being something tangible that you can see, that you can record?
That you can record?
Well, I mean, historically, right?
I feel like, I don't know, there's a connection between the mind and the heart that has to take place to really manifest in the world, like really. You know, a lot of people talk. I mean, I talk a lot of shit. Most people talk a lot of shit, and then when you talk shit, like sometimes it's cool and it's funny, but then it's like, okay, what about real stuff, like how you feel in your life, your loved ones, like your ancestors or people that are getting killed across the world. And I feel like, you know, I feel like it's difficult to be that person that walks with those words. It's very hard to do because a lot of times I feel like society is quick to like lift you up, and then if you slip, they'll rip you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see that all the time in the media. So I feel like it takes a tremendous amount of courage, and I think that's basically just what it is. It's having that real intention and like sincerity with your words. And since it is sincere in your heart, you'll act on it and you'll walk in the same way. And I feel like it's hard to do. I don't think that's something that's easy, but I think it's something we should all aspire to. You know?
Well, you're not maybe as much on the language part of it, but you're supporting the language. You're creating a context for it. And so where do you feel your place is then in the social change that those words create?
Well, I mean, music evokes emotion. Music inspires. So the vibes, the tones, the melody you put out, you know, it gives people different responses. So I think they both sort of go hand in hand. And they both have sort of like the same importance, but they feed off of each other. So I try to, like, the emotion I put into my music, I try to make sure whoever's writing to it feels it. But if they don't, then that's fine too, you know, because sometimes people have different outlooks on stuff.
You guys are doing the showcase, hip hop showcase at Amalia. How do you feel, like specifically your brand of hip hop? How do you feel you fit in with this, like, more of an alternative or electronic crowd?
I think we could do both, which makes us really unique. Sort of blend in. So with this festival, it's a lot more electronic festivals than hip hop festivals too. So it just seems like it's fitting. But I feel like, you know, our music just translates across the board. You know, so I think it's easy to go into electronic. It's easy to go into hip hop.
Yeah.
We do the same show for each.
We like reggae. I don't know. That's one of our blessings. We just kind of like eclectic. Like, he makes a lot of different styles of beats and production, and then like I can like flow over a lot of different stuff. And it's I don't know. We're lucky that we're kind of like that. We didn't really choose that direction. We just kind of were always like trying new stuff, and part of making music was fun was the experimentation of it. And I feel like now that helps us with in our career, because it's just a part of who we are. We don't like, we're gonna be weird and do this. It's just kind of like we've always been that way. So it's cool.
What classifies art as art? If someone's talking a bunch of shit, they're talking about killing people, does that make it any less of a masterpiece than if you're talking about uplifting people?
I might say something different than if the camera's off and we're just talking between us, because I know we might have an understanding, but for a kid or somebody else, they might look at it a little differently, and they might not see what I'm saying and grab the wrong thing out of that. And so I just sort of like, this is with certain stuff, you know, I might see just a little bit of it that I like, but I might not talk on that because I don't want to like maybe spread that to the masses.
But I feel like the stuff that I relate to is compassionate. Like, it takes in consideration others. You know what I'm saying? Whatever kind of story it is. And I feel like that's the art that that feels good to me. Whether it's a messed up story about war, but somebody made it out. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But I don't like gratuitous sex and violence, like just for the sake of splatter, splatter, gun, blah, blah. And it's so cool, well done. But it's like, okay, you just murked 800 people. What does that do? You know what I'm saying? Even though you're masterful, you're a samurai of murder, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, what does that do for anybody? In this day and age right now, I want to hear somebody that feels that other people are listening and they're considerate of that. I don't want to hear a psychopath on the microphone.
One thing that really got to me was this Tyler the Creator mix with like Mafia Jazz or whatever. Jazz Mafia. Amazing. It killed me. I was like, how can you take something so dirty and gritty and mix it with something so like lovely? And
that's actually the whole point though. You got it on a nail. That's why I did like, because I'm doing like jazz hip hop now, but it's not gonna be quite as like musical and offbeat. But I thought that was like a weird irony to it.
Yeah.
Because that album was so dark and crazy. I was like, I'm just gonna do like some just totally opposite remixes.
Yeah, and then ended up being so beautiful. Like I could honestly put that on in anybody's car and they'd be like, oh, you know, like mom to like little brother, and everybody would be like, this is rad. That's how I felt about it anyhow. Eli, you're working with Eli.
Yes.
Amazing. You guys have this Living Legends connection. That's really cool.
Yeah. It's I mean, we also sort of started in the same area, so it's only right, you know. So it's definitely something that's built up into like just honest and natural friendships.
Yeah.
You know, so.
How do you feel, because Eli pretty much produces his own work.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
How do you feel working with him on that production level? Is there pressure? Do you feel more comfortable? Are you guys on the same page?
Honestly, this has been the craziest experience because we're pretty much on the page with everything. I didn't know we thought so much alike, and when we talked about doing the project at first, it's sort of experiment. We're just like, dude, let's just do some songs and see how they sound. And it just turned out tight, and it was just like, all I want you to do is rap, and I'll do all the music. Let's just like make it just really straight. And it's really been cool because like all the changes, all the like musical things I want, he's already thinking that because he's a producer.
Yeah.
You know, and I really don't talk to him about the lyrics so that he sort of just goes off. But this is more of like a production-based album. So.
Cool. Excited for that.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see what people think.
And any idea when that's coming out?
November.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we'll probably have a single drop in soon, actually, called Tattoo.
Cool. Awesome.
I want to just finish by talking a little bit about Atomic Clock. I mean, you guys always have a lot of love songs, but it struck me more on this album.
Really?
Just there was a real rush of emotion and of.
You talking about a particular song?
There's like three or four where I was like, huh.
Really?
Yeah. Zumbi's like.
I gotta listen to that
a
record
woman
again.
of his dreams.
Yeah, pretty much. That's true. That's good you heard that. I'm glad.
Well, which brings me to the next part, which is having the women of your dreams. It must be difficult to go out on the road where you're kind of the men of everyone's dreams. Like,
really?
how do you balance? Yeah, as if girls aren't like, oh my god, Zumbi and Amp live, right? They're sensitive, they do yoga,
They do yoga.
well, you do, probably,
Yeah, I do.
right?
We saw you.
We saw you having a stretch out there,
Well,
yeah.
I do, yeah.
Drinking your coconut water, no big deal, but I mean, is that hard? Because girls must kind of hit on you guys. I don't know
Well, all
how girls
right.
are.
We've been doing this for a while, and there have been stretches where we've been single, we've been younger, so it's like you live and learn. Like we're older now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, women are beautiful. It's like we celebrate it, but it's like we also know better too. And so, I mean, this is like 12 or 15 years we've been doing something like that. So we got a lot of it out of our system when we were younger.
I mean, yeah, he's right. A lot of it got out, and I think during it, like wilding out younger, it's like you also realize that like it's empty. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like you're searching, and people, like even the people that are trying to holler at us for one night and we're leaving, it's like, what are you really looking for? I mean, you know, you like our music or you saw a video. It's the same. It's bigger and it's crazier for like the bigger you get, the more mass. I mean, actors probably have it. I mean, of course, it's way worse. NBA, the more money you have, the more people want to get at you. But at the end of the day, it's like, what are you really trying to get? Like, we're not gonna be here the next day. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was messing with other girls back in the day, and then get home and be hella lonely. And I was like, yo, what am I doing? This is empty. Like, I'm not fulfilling anything within myself. I'm having sex, and then I'm waking up the next day, and I want to have more sex with somebody I don't even know. And then it's like, what is that? Hey, it's all good. My lady knows my past. Too much information, man. No, but I'm saying, like, really though. But it's like, I talked to Grouch about this, because he's really like in a mode where he's really trying to like accelerate himself as a spiritual person. And it's good to see somebody be around somebody like that, because he really reminds me, like, he's just like, yo, people are searching for something. Everybody's even coming to the show, like the music, you're searching for something for your soul. Like I am. When we make music, we're looking for something, a feeling that can like resonate or give us affirmation. That's what we're doing. And so when people come to the show, it's affirmation that, okay, we're doing something right. So I feel like it's more of a spiritual thing. And when people want to get with you, I feel it's really a spiritual thing. They're looking for something because in their heart there's a space. They want to fill it up. And I think that's what it's all about. So I just don't think getting it with girls and like wilding out like that is not gonna really fill anybody up. I mean, no pun intended. Got a new mixtape dropping, should be at the end of this month. Zumbi Versus. It's just like taking dope beats that I like and rapping. Just be on the line for free. And then don't we have storytellers coming up?
We got Storytellers coming out, and we also got Live Up Records compilation coming out.
Next couple months.
Yeah, this next couple months. Got the album with Eli called Therapy at 3. That should be out in November. Then I'm dropping like a little EP in September called You Are Not Human. It's gonna be like instrumental hip hop, jazz stuff again. So look out for that, and a video.
Okay, beautiful.
Now let's begin in it. Call me the back lieutenant, cause I ain't that impressed by that car you rented. They try hard, I know they wanna fit in. I'm like, my God, learn how to grow some thick skin.